Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwartner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with Tim Harsh, who's co-founder and CEO of Owler.com. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you so much, Gerhard. Pleasure to be here.
So you've been recently acquired. How does it feel to sell your baby?
It's an exciting time. You know, we had been building Owler independently for over a decade and have now joined forces with Meltwater. And what's most exciting to me is the ability to accelerate a lot of our initiatives around bringing in artificial intelligence, investing even more deeply in sales intelligence. So it's a more exciting time than ever right now.
At what point in your development of Owler have you realized that we need to embrace machine learning and sort data in a way that really takes the friction out of the sales process?
It wasn't probably until 2016, 2017 that we honestly started to bring in those aspects. You know, the origins of Owler were very basic of, crowdsourcing and using a little bit of human curation internally, but bringing in those tools, we saw first on the back end an opportunity to streamline our ingestion of data and to also quality check what was coming in. But you hit the nail on the head. What's been most exciting in recent years has been looking at how artificial intelligence can apply to the sales cycle. And, rather than just having this deep pool of data to draw from, arming salespeople at the right time with the right information to make it truly actionable and take a lot of the effort away from research in particular.
Walk me through the process, how a typical salesperson starts their day with Owler.
Typically, to set the stage, a salesperson has signed up for Owler and set up their accounts, possibly even synced into their CRM, so that Owler knows and the system knows what are the companies that matter most to you. I'll use you as an example, Gerhard. So we know your prospects, your leads, recently closed deals, and can look at those and say, okay, among this list, here are the companies that in the last 24 hours have had meaningful events happen to them, whether it's a product launch, a new round of funding, an M&A event, or even just general news. So you're speaking to someone and at 6 a.m. your local time, you get an email from Owler that has a highly personalized set of events about the companies that matter to your sales process. So you're alerted that, hey, this company that you're speaking to just opened a new headquarters office, and you can think, oh, I haven't spoken to them in a while. Maybe now's a good time to reach out, or maybe now is not a good time to reach out if they just did a big round of layoffs. And so those types of information we're arming people with the first thing when they start their day, so that they can have better informed conversations and reach out at the right time to really build true rapport and be better informed.
With your acquisition, how is that going to benefit the end user?
So historically, Owler has been purely English only. Also, there are further types of events that we can pull in. There are also other sources we can pull in from. So, if you think about the breadth of information that Owler can pull from, historically it's been news articles, company websites, as well as government filings in the US. And then, of course, most importantly, our community. Now we're going to be able to do that globally across all the different languages, across all social media, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or Reddit. If someone's talking about a business and sharing relevant information about a business, there'll be a much broader set of information coming in. And of course, all of that will then feed through the AI to alert you to the truly important things that you can take action on.
So how do you decide as a company what's relevant on the radar screen and what is trivia?
We are doing constant work internally to look at what users are actually finding value in. So part of that is user experience surveys. Part of that is analyzing user behavior on the platform to see, okay, when a news article or a source is talking about this type of change versus this other type of change, this one really matters. That's a big part of it. But we also make the system very customizable so that folks can say, hey, for me, I work in the bankruptcy space. I care about companies when they're having funding issues, when they may be facing layoffs, or I work work in the physical product space and I sell printers, I really care about new office openings, new headquarters openings. And so that's a level of customization. But, again, with some of the investments we're making in AI, hopefully we can be even more proactive about that and alert people when they're coming into the platform to be able to better configure those. But there's already a lot of smarts behind the scenes making that happen.
What about, not just executive changes, but when executives blog about something or, share some news on social media, does Ala record that?
Love that you're asking that, Gerhard. You're a little ahead of the curve for us. We're not quite there yet, but that is actually something that thanks to the acquisition, we're able to invest in now and bring in all of those sources so that those will be available in Owler in the not too distant future.
That's awesome. And I would assume on April 1st, you're going to have a telepathy function as well.
That would be a good April Fool's announcement. We'll maybe have to toy with that one.
Tim, thank you so much for spending time with us. We love Owler. I think it's a great solution. It's a great company that leads salespeople to a future of frictionless selling. And I love your product roadmap.
Thank you so much, Gerhard. Look forward to collaborating on any future ideas that you have. We'll keep working on the telepathy in the meantime.